Hello.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Hey, can you hear me?
We're set for a good AFC matchup.
Okay, I don't think they
can
can hear me.
And the Baltimore Ravens.
But, yo, did you see the ending of that game?
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Those games, did you watch the ending of that?
Returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one.
That was crazy.
About 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
That was crazy. Right.
Jackson first play
guy.
throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They
want
to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And this is going to be intercepted.
User pick. User pick.
But the man's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
I probably should have batted that away instead of picking it. I would have better field position.
And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just
I did not let that route develop at all.
Floating him a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his
that was a big pick.
And definitely more
That was a
decisive
big
in throwing
pick.
the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Good post shot.
Miami 1st down. That
That's
one going
awesome
for a gain of 11.
And what a nice
It's
example
like
there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do.
I'm
worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch,
Waddle.
and then anything after that.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They second Smith as he gets the sack.
I probably should. This is my first offensive drive.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, I probably have points
That
here.
might feel like a little bit of a lost
But
opportunity.
this is not where I'm
because the defense put pressure that
I've already got
time.
one.
And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back,
game.
and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did
I
getting
don't
to him
need
quickly and holding him to a short gain.
15.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
How do I get
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I don't know how I found that play. Lamb's back in the red zone. I don't know how I found that play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Gaskin. And they'll be driven.
I don't know why I ran
that. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
I just wanted to see if I
It's
could
not the
find
touchdown that they wanted,
CD,
CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
I mean, I'll take 3, but I'd rather not have 3.
And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I meant to hit skip.
Big yards there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Jackson.
Open man is due.
How was that
and he's
ball
got another
caught?
first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 19. That one good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. .158 left to play till we hit halftime.
Third and goal from the 6.
Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. Caught on the slant. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route
this
there. I think they were hoping
could
he could
be
catch
a
it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
Oh, I probably should have timeout.
Those timeouts, you can overrun the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
I don't know why I threw that. It's not what I should
Strong, and now it's 4th down. There's Thomas Morstead on that, put it away on 4th down. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick
that
there.
timeout killed
56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens
now he has time.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
He probably shouldn't go
touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out.
If he does,
that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out
if he
tight
turns
coverage
it over
on that 3rd down
here.
snap.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it's caught
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
No!
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
I didn't know how to spike it. That's not what I meant to hit. I did not mean to spike it.
Welcome back, Charles and I settled into
I
the
meant to
booth
spike
ready
it. I don't know
for
how to
quarter
spike
number
it.
3.
Usually it says on the top, oh, spike ball,
The Dolphins
no
in
huddle,
front, and they'll be in
something. It
possession of
says
the football
something.
first as the second half gets started.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. Tua.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
This defense, Charles,
His
coming up
second
with another
of the day.
interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot.
defense, they played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And some space here. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the
Could
NFL
be a win
on
that I
EA
win in
Sports.
its entirety.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
That was
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser, the outside linebacker.
On Madden Pro, I'm actually doing a game. I was
Job
still
becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up
I'm
falling
going to take
incomplete.
an
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, and it was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that
2 field goals
and force the
and
fourth down.
a touchdown.
So that's
Actually,
the
I've yet to find the end zone on offense. I've had a pick 6 and then 2 field goals in my 2 red zone tries.
Sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The
Actually, I don't think I'm
significance
in the
is
red
that they
zone
made it a
honestly.
2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3
Yeah,
points,
I
make it a
retake my
2-score
10-point
game,
lead.
and they were able to get it done.
There's right before halftime. I don't know how to no huddle. I don't know what the no huddle or the spike button is. What is the no huddle or the spike button?
Meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
What are those buttons? I don't know what the no huddle button is, or what I do is spike it.
This game is gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the
No
defense.
huddle is
with that
stand
incompletion.
triangle.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're
You know
looking
how do you
at 3rd
spike
down.
it?
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because
Spike it spanning in circle.
try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it.
I
like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and
that
kept him
helps me,
contained
so
when they
thank
pulled
you.
the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Shoot.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Oh well, here's
There on the
second
scramble and gets a
run of
first
the day.
down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space. And we
fine.
saw Exhibit A right
Still
there.
got it.
I'm standing up here in the booth
Kinda
next
has
to you
to
watching the
score,
play.
so.
He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
He's going to look deep. It's a four-man rush.
But defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing.
So mightily close to a sack.
There. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
No. I ain't get to finish the entirety of the game, but I mean, that's fine. That pick was indeed massive. I also think it's safe to call the game over against Andy and declare myself the new 1 seed. But I'm playing Caden next week, and Caden's kind of gone off. Because, you know, it's quite unfortunate that I dropped Justin Fields. He had his 18-point, he had like a 16-point game and a 17-point game, and then I dropped him. I'm like, I don't need him. And then the next game, he got like a 40-point game, followed by a 40-point game. And now I'm like, well, dang. If I didn't drop him, I kind of had him. I had him. I had some good trade value, too. I could trade him to Caden. Caden would have used him. Could have got a better receiver out of it, too. So, I mean, I was never going to play him, but, I mean, he's kind of been going off. I mean, he's played, to be fair, the past 2 weeks, the two worst defenses in the Lions and the Dolphins. So, I guess. Yeah, he's gone off against bad teams. So maybe I think I'm playing Caden next week. I won't have Kamara, that's fine. I might end up starting Jeff Wilson Jr. this week. Put up 21 points. Might also have to start Kadarius Toney. Put up 19 points. Might have to bench Mike Evans. Crazy Dolphins, not that bad, but their defense is bad. Their offense is good, but their defense is bad. Like, if you look at their rating in this, it's actually better than it should be. 81. It's pretty bad. But anyways, also, I'm going to get off the game now, so have a nice day, everybody.